Okay. So, hello guys, this is me Abhisha who's going to explain you the topic hemodialysis in brief. So, now let's enter into the topic. So, what we are going to see today is that about kidney, about hemodialysis, and about the vascular preparation for that, and what are the parts of hemodialysis and its working, and also its types too. So, we all know kidney is an organ in human body, right? It is a pad structure and it is reddish brown and being shaped, right? So, and what are functions of blood is functions of kidney is that it is used to filter the blood in such a sense. If your blood contains a lot of protein, in fact more than the body required, it removes the quantity of protein which is not required for the body. It maintains balance and it plays a major role in making an acid base balance and all removing of the toxin substances, and various electrolyte concentrations are being maintained by this kidney. And it's assumed, what if a kidney fails? That's where comes our hero, the hemodialysis. When your kidney fails, in the sense it cannot separate it cannot make an acid base balance and cannot maintain the pH level in our body. So on those times, what happens is that your kidney needs to be replaced. So it takes time, like when you are in search of an organ, you cannot make it a replace on the time, but you need to search an organ with the same donor. You need a donor with the same blood group and the RH type, right? So during the time when you search for a person who gives you kidney, during those time your kidney, the functions done by the kidney is need to be done by a machine, and that machine is what hemodialysis. So hemodialysis is a machine that is used to treat your kidney failure. In a sense, it's used to filter the blood, which removes all the unwanted waste, salts and fluid from your body, and it maintains its level. And it is also plays a major role in a human life when your kidney fails. So what are the muscle preparation? So it plays, okay, the blood enters into the hemodialysis machine, and the hemodialysis machine itself purifies your blood. In the sense, it maintains all the categories what are need to be purified from the blood as your kidney does. This machine also does the exact same thing by some process. And during when your blood is taken from your body, just think of when you're drinking a juice in a tin can. When you're placing it a star and you're pulling it more than it requires, the star twists itself. So when a hemodialysis machine, a needle is being placed in your arteries, and when those blood is sucked, in the veins, and when those bloods are sucked more than when a machine sucks more blood, what happens is that all your nerve system had been contracts and your body collapses, right? So in order to prevent that, doctors actually do a surgery for that, to maintain the pressure in that. So this vascular preparation is actually three types: fistula, graft and catheter. So what happened in fistula is that it makes both the artery and the vein has been joined. In the sense, both the nerves are being joined without any piece of tube. But in graft, these arteries and the veins in your arm, from where the blood has been taken and where the blood has been written into your blood, is vein, right? These artery and the vein has been connected through a soft tissue, and this catheter device in the way is that this veins has been placed with a tube in your neck. So why you need to place a tube in a neck? In the sense, some people have to dialysis daily. So on the time when inserting needle into your vein in the arm and taking it and again inserting it would also causes you some infections, right? So in order to prevent you from that such infections, these tubes has been inserted into your neck, so that it would be easy for those person who need to take this dialysis daily. Okay. Next, parts of the hemodialysis. Entering into parts, it has three main parts: the dialyzer, dialysate and the blood delivering system. So the main part is that dialyzer, and this is what our block diagram, and let's see what are. Okay, so this is the dialyzer, and the main part of the hemodialysis machine is the dialyzer, which is actually a plastic chamber and which contains a tube where it actually our blood never flows around it. It actually placed in a tube which is a cell membrane. In the sense, the blood can flow in and out. All those toxic substances and these minerals are being shifted between the dialysate. Dialysate in the sense, it is a liquid. Again, we will be on seeing it. Okay, this dialyzer is usually separate the blood and the dialyzer, which is done using two main methods, which is diffusion and ultrafiltration happens here. And dialysate is the liquid, which is also we used to say it is a solution, because what happens is that when a blood never contains an ion, we usually add more ion into the dialysate. What happens is that when this dialysate in the other side and a cell membrane and then your blood, when a dialysate contains more ion, these ions are pushed through the osmosis and then these ions enter into your blood, whereas the ion quantity in your blood is being maintained. So this is what actually happens. Another main thing is that blood delivery system. This blood delivery system, in a sense, we all make some cuts in our hand, right? A cut in a sense which is by accidentally blood flows out of your muscles, and then what you have to do is that you need to like shaking or some band-aid. What actually happens is that the blood drop, have you ever seen it? It actually clots within 30 seconds. It actually clots. So when a blood is taken from your body, just think of what happened in a dialysis machine. When in a hemodialyzer, your blood clot happens. It cannot flow. So this blood delivery system plays a major role, where you need to calculate each and everything. When a blood is taken from your body, just you need to maintain all this pressure and temperature in your body, and it is taken, and all those quantities are like they are being monitored by the nurse. And if anything wrong happens, an immediate message is being sent through an alarm, and this blood actually flows in a pressure of like 250 or 500 ml per minute. Each and every when a blood enters, it takes more, for a human it requires around 3 to 4 hours for a dialysis machine to dialysis completely. Once a drop of blood enters into the hemodialysis machine, around take 15 minutes to make all its process and again enter into a human body. And the next and the main thing is that it's types, and this types is based on the person who is actually doing the hemodialysis. Some people actually they need to take it daily, and some people around 2 weeks or one. So based on that, there is the 3 types. One is conventional and daily and nocturnal. This conventional method is actually done 3 times per week and for about 3 to 4 hours for each treatment. And in daily hemolysis, they need to take daily like around 2 hours in 6 days in a week. And for nocturnal, they actually have to take about 3 to 6 nights a week and between 6 and 10 hours per sessions, while the patient sleeps usually, because this hemodialysis, actually we have seen that catheter, right? For those person with daily hemodialysis, they usually keeps this catheter machine. And once if the person who got a permanent kidney transplant, actually the process of hemodialysis ends there. So guys, so thank you. This is what a hemodialysis machine do, and thank you.